Today is Tuesday the 9th of August 2011, and Carolyn and I are here to take messages for the August full moon, which is due on the 13th. And the first to come forth with a message for us is Yeshua. And let's see what he has to say. This full moon comes in the middle of what is a very powerful month energetically. If you have taken the opportunity to investigate the astrological alignments which are in place for this month, you will see that these patterns are driving great change upon your planet. And so it is no surprise to see the dislocation which has shown up in the financial markets and the stock market since the beginning of the month. And you might say the energies that are in these alignments are driving the coming forth of the changes that the energies that have been coming forth over the last 2 or so years have enabled. We had expected some of these changes to begin to move before now. However, there has been powerful blocks, you could say, which have kept the status quo in place. And so it has taken these powerful energies to begin to see this moving. But these energies are energies that are carrying such power that they will not be denied. And so this full moon comes in the context of this powerful month. And it too is bringing forth energies which are associated with the overall pattern for the month, energies which are about driving forward the changes that have begun. As you are perhaps aware, there is a great deal of preparation which needs to be undertaken between now and that December 2012 solstice. And this is the month which is beginning to see this unfold in earnest. And so the energies of this full moon are primarily about adding to and bringing their own drive to seeing these changes come forth. And so it is.
I see Mother God now, wanting to come forth with a message of encouragement. And she is saying, as I look down upon planet Earth and look at my children, I find that so many are full of care, anxiety, uncertainty. Even those who are close to us feel a certain sense of struggle and sometimes abandonment, or certainly loneliness at times. Even if you are in a midst of friends and acquaintances, and yes, sometimes even prosperity, I feel your sense of longing, this sense of, why am I here? Is there more than this? What will happen to me? And this becomes even more intense as the world faces the uncertainties that are presented. weather sometimes have been most unforgiving. Hurricanes and, at the very least, what some people call twisters, funnel clouds, flooding. And the season is coming when there in the States you will have snow. And depending upon where you live, perhaps a lot of snow. Financial markets are unsettled. For many, there is unemployment, bills to be paid, mortgages to be met, and some have even lost their homes. And so you know that your life has changed, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. And it's even hard to catch your equilibrium sometimes if you allow fear to sit in your space. Especially if you see others who have experienced such losses. It's easy today to feel threatened, to feel loss, to feel loneliness, even in the midst of much noise, going about your daily activities, maybe even going on a vacation. There are moments when the heart questions. I wanted to come forth today to tell you, first of all, I understand. There is this great compassion and love that wells up within me. When I see your world, I hear your cries. I feel your loneliness at times. And I hear the whisperings of your heart when sometimes you say, is there more than this? Did I come to earth for this? And I am here to tell you that before you came to earth, you reviewed what would happen today. You have just forgotten. And so this is some turmoil before what could be considered a great storm. But at the end of that storm, there will be such a clearing and leveling and balancing in your world that it is hard to imagine the joy and the freedom and the glory that is not too far off in your futures. It's hard sometimes to see beyond the current problems, but I tell you in no uncertain terms, you will understand joy. You will understand what it means to bring heaven down to earth. It is why you are there. There are many paths to this state, but heaven will be brought down to earth. Brothers and sisters will understand the oneness that you belong to. Brothers and sisters will understand the beauty of creation, the joy of being in the human body, the joy of being able to interact with nature in its purest form. You will understand and experience what it will mean to be in a world that is clear of pollution. You will see the balance of all things again. You will come closer to nature. You will love it because it is your Creator's creation. It is and has come to pass with His permission. So, in those moments when you might feel sad for some reason, discover and live in joy. And if you do not remember, if you do not feel the nudge, know also that when you reviewed this lifetime, you were very much aware of the energies that are coming to Earth, such energies that are coming this month, because it was a key point in progression. The energies that come from the Creator come through the sun and move to Earth. What you will be facing through these energies is a pivoting point of change, real change. Not the promise of change that your politicians have given you, but real change, my beloveds. Know that if you suffer now, your suffering will come to an end. Know that if you are dissatisfied now for things that you see in the world, know that that satisfaction and change is not that far off in the future. Know that Earth and her inhabitants will find their innocence again. The innocence of joining one another in unconditional love, of feeling the vibration of love, of being swept up in the arms of love as it will be held across your planet. Love and joy and balance and remembrance of who you were from those moments that you came forth from the hand of God. Know that all this is ahead of you, and these are triggers, these rays of energy that come to your planet now, and especially this month, are triggers, my beloveds. Keep your eye to the future. If you are feeling downtrodden, know that the future will be different. People say, live in the now. Yes, you should live in the now and enjoy what is being placed in front of you. But if there are moments when what is placed in front of you seems like bitterness, remember my words. There will be such joy and love in the future, and it is not far off. And so it is.